Friends, it's all about self-control. Self-control is our reaction in a moment of challenge, in a moment of difficulty. When we're backed against the wall, how do we react? And very often we wonder, do we really have the requisite self-control in that moment of difficulty? So let me share a short story about someone who exemplified remarkable, almost angelic self-control. A family member of Reb Shapsi Frankel, who is now synonymous with the publishing of Sifrei Kodesh and particularly the Rambam's Mishnah Torah, told me that after 1975, when Reb Shapsi started releasing his now well-known Rambam, he was chasing after manuscripts across the globe, trying to get original Kisvei Yad of the Rambam and its Mefarshim, and he found out about one manuscript in a museum in Egypt. And his overtures were originally ignored, but he kept at it, and he kept reaching out to them, and finally, they responded, and they agreed to sell the manuscript for an exorbitant price. And he purchases this manuscript, and it arrives in the United States. And he gets hold of it, and he's holding it in his hand. He can't believe he finally has this precious manuscript with which he'll be able to further publish the writings of the Rambam. And he brings the manuscript into his office to show it to his assistant. And he puts it down on the desk. And the assistant takes a look at it, but at the same time, inadvertently knocks over a cup of coffee, and the coffee spills all over the manuscript. And because of its delicate nature and its fragility, the manuscript shrivels up in a moment and is now worthless. And the assistant was mortified. How could he have done such a thing after Reb Shapsi had spent so much money and time to procure this manuscript? But Reb Shapsi's response was astonishing. He almost didn't move. He turned around. He went out of the room, and a minute later he returned with a coffee. And he said to his assistant, "It must be that Min HaShamayim, the Rebbeinu Shalom, does not want us to disseminate this manuscript. But that coffee of yours, you need another one. So here it is." Could you imagine, in such a moment of difficulty and challenge, Reb Shapsi rose above his inclinations, and rather than responding in a rash manner, he responded kindly, and he responded gently, and he responded the way a Yid responds in a moment of challenge. And just like Reb Shapsi had that self-control, so can we each tap into that inner power that we have and demonstrate tremendous self-control in moments of difficulty.